See, when we were in our 20s, all we had to do was show up and things got better. And we're expecting that same thing to happen today as we're older. But most people, when they start out on a quest, they're going after something. This is where they think they're going to be performing, up in expansion. They get a good start and they get moving. But then something happens, and next thing you know, they're off course, and now they're struggling. See, when we were in our 20s, all we had to do was show up and things got better. And we're expecting that same thing to happen today as we're older. Then we apply that same level of work or expectation in our 30s, 40s, and 50s. And this is, you can see why we end up just doing everything is by habit, because it doesn't work. But what people don't realize that there's something you can do about it. You can do the allostasis approach and drive continuing demands on yourself, which is more neurotransmitter, and that additional neurotransmitter helps you move into the allostatic capacity. And we do that with work by having a 2-year development plan, so the person is constantly having to complete one thing and then move on to the other thing. So, you know, the whole thing is that what gets rewarded gets repeated, and we have to be careful because our structure creates systems, the leaders' habits create systems, the culture creates systems, even if you don't think of it as a system. So I back way up, and using dynamic leadership, we say this is the system. And it's a system that's based on neuroscience, and it's a system that's not likely going to change, because the hunter-gatherer evolution has been going on for thousands of years. And we've only been living with cars and machines and computers for less than 500 years. So the likelihood of us seeing a change in our lifetime to how our system is wired and built is very, very low. And that's why I use something, when we teach sales, we teach selling the way customers like to buy, because it's not going to change. When we teach leading, it's leading the way people like to be led, because it's not going to change.